You are terrified of being forgotten, buried in mediocrity, lost to time. Every achievement, every triumph turns to dust when no one remembers. You are running from oblivion, but here is the truth. You cannot outrun it. Sun Tzu understood this better than you ever will. He saw how men, armies, and empires crumble. But he also saw the one path that cuts through death to build a legacy. You cannot outrun oblivion. Sun Tzu saw the path. You face decisions daily, but have you ever calculated the true cost of failure? You treat your choices like they are reversible. You hesitate, you postpone, you let the chips fall where they may. But every decision you make carries weight, more than you admit to yourself. Each one sets the course for what lives and what dies in your life. How many times have you made a choice blind to the stakes? Sun Tzu opened The Art of War with 6 words that should haunt you. War is a matter of life and death. This was no metaphor. For the commanders of ancient China, a single miscalculation meant total destruction. Cities fell, men perished, legacies turned to ash. Sun Tzu demanded an unflinching study of the stakes because ignorance condemns you long before your enemy does. Your life is no different. Every choice you make carries risk, carries opportunity, carries consequences. You are in a war you refuse to see. Death is closer than you think. Every decision is life or death. Most men are blind to it. You think hesitation is harmless, but what if waiting silently poisons your life's momentum? You waste time as if it is infinite. You pause, you wait, you second guess. Every passing moment a silent thief robbing you of energy, clarity, and resolve. But the cost of delay is greater than you realize. Sun Tzu knew the slow creep of death that comes from hesitation. In Chapter 2, he warned of prolonged wars, how each day consumed not just resources and lives, but the fighting spirit itself. He saw armies crippled not by defeat, but by decay. Time is the weapon of the unprepared, and it kills without mercy. Your life is no battlefield any less brutal. Every day you linger in indecision, you let your dreams rot, your strength fade, your purpose erode. The worst defeat is the one that happens while you do nothing. Time does not forgive, and neither will your future. Hesitation is death. Every day you wait is a day you lose. What if saving everything means risking all? Mercy has its price. When will you pay it? You cling to comfort. You try to save everything, everyone, all at once. But what if that need to protect is the very thing that destroys you? Sun Tzu did not share your illusions. He knew war was cold, indifferent. He wrote of expendable forces, the necessary sacrifices made to secure a lasting victory. History proved him right. Generals who failed to make these ruthless calculations often lost everything trying to save a few. The lesson is harsh but clear. Sacrifice is inevitable, and the refusal to accept it leads only to ruin. In your life, you will face decisions that demand loss. A toxic friendship, a wasted talent, a failed investment. Clinging to them is not mercy. It is destruction. The greater good demands sacrifice. Stop pretending otherwise. Refusing to sacrifice a few can destroy everything you hope to save. If fear is your captor, what happens when there is nothing left to fear? You avoid the unthinkable at any cost. You cling to comfort, dodging risks, pretending danger is far away. But what happens when you are cornered? Not metaphorically, truly cornered with no escape. You panic, you freeze, or you fight like you never have before. Sun Tzu understood this. His death ground principle, the most extreme tactic of war, deliberately placed soldiers where survival was impossible unless they fought. No retreat, no refuge. The awareness of certain death stripped away fear, leaving only clarity and ferocity. These men became invincible, not because they wanted to win, but because they refused to die quietly. What is your death ground in life? The job you hate but cannot leave? The future you never prepared for? Stop running. Let death teach you what fear never could. When survival demands everything, hesitation vanishes. The fight begins. The end of fear is the beginning of power. Fear dies where courage becomes the only option. If this one hit you, you already know why. Now burn the boats. You think you can fail in safety, that you can try, retreat, and try again. But deep down, you know this lie keeps you small. Sun Tzu shattered this illusion. In 207 BC, Xiang Yu, a Chinese general, ordered his men to cross a river and burn their boats. No return, no retreat. They destroyed an army twice their size because victory was their only option. Sun Tzu prescribed the same unflinching resolve in his art of war. Cut off escape routes, and men will fight beyond human limits. Burn the boats in your own life, the excuses, the safety nets, the permission to fail. Eliminate the option to surrender. You are wasting your life waiting for softer terms. Your legacy demands more. You cannot leave a mark while clinging to the shore. Immortality belongs to those who fight with every ounce of their soul. Safety is the enemy of greatness. Desperation fuels strength. Strength leaves no room for retreat. Or what if the greatest battle is not survival, but what you leave behind? You want to matter, to leave something behind. Yet you waste yourself chasing petty rewards, money, status, validation. Ephemeral things that die with you. Sun Tzu knew better. His words outlived kings and empires. The art of war, written 2,500 years ago, has been studied in every era, from ancient generals to modern corporations. It is proof. Ideas endure when actions fade. Sun Tzu did not seek to be remembered. He sought to understand, and that understanding became his legacy. What will outlive you? Wealth does not. Titles do not. Children may, but only for a while. Legacy is not what you own. It is what you teach. Change what you chase. Build what lasts. Immortality belongs to those who live for ideas, not indulgence. Your name will be forgotten, but your impact does not have to be. The grave is not the end. It is where legacy begins. The only death is to die without leaving a mark. Sun Tzu understood a truth most men refuse to face. Death is not your enemy. It is your compass. Every moment of hesitation, every sacrifice avoided, every retreat, these are the ways death claims your life before it ends. Your legacy is not built by avoiding death, but by defying it. To live truly, you must fight as if retreat is not an option. Sacrifice what holds you back, and burn the boats that tie you to mediocrity. Death defines the boundary of your existence, but within that boundary lies limitless potential. Legacy begins where fear ends. Sun Tzu saw it clearly. Death is inevitable. What you leave behind is not. Sun Tzu's words demand action, not reflection. Your legacy is forged now in battle, not later in regret. Subscribe for more ancient wisdom that refuses to comfort you. Death comes. Legacy is your only defense.